Hi everyone, today I'm talking about Carnival Corporation stock, and I mentioned it on the free stocks I'm most likely going to go buy this month that I'm looking at buying some more Carnival stock. And just to update you, I have gone and bought some more Carnival stock, and basically because of the big drop really in a lot of the travel stocks, especially Carnival, they pretty much dropped down because of the coronavirus, and Carnival especially dropped down quite a bit. And I thought this is probably one of the better times to go buy Carnival Corporation stock. So I bought at $45, and basically what I've done is I've increased my position size by 25%. Now there's a few reasons why I did extend in my position in this stock. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I have covered it so much on other videos, but mainly because when I bought this stock, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday last week, at that time, Carnival actually popped over the 4.5% dividend yield. So because of the dividend yield now going up quite a bit more, I was like, this stock is crazy at 4.5% dividend yield. So I got in because it did go over that mark as well. That was one of the marks that I was kind of waiting for. So when it got to that point with that dividend yield, I thought I'll go get in. And as well as that, the P ratio went to 10 on when I bought that stock. And the P at 10 is insanely undervalued. Just to put it into context how undervalued that is, the last time Carnival was at a 10p ratio was back in 2009. And you know what happened in 2009, 2008? We had the big recession going on. Now there's nowhere near in the economy. Obviously there's a few slowing economies out there right now, but we are nowhere near in the scenario that we were back in 2009. And for Carnival now to be back at a 10p ratio shows how undervalued it is. So with the dividend yield shooting up, the P ratio down, that was also one of the big things as well. Now obviously the reason why it is back down at these prices is another short-term thing. I've never seen a stock get hit as much short-term things as Carnival. Whether it's something to do with a port being closed in Cuba because an economy is slowing down slightly, and now it's the coronavirus. Even though it doesn't spend too much time in China, the coronavirus has pretty much hurt any travel stock. Any stock to do with travel pretty much got hurt by the coronavirus, and any stock to do with China as well. And yeah, Carnival got hurt because of it. And for me, the coronavirus, in the short term, there's no doubt it does have potential to push this stock further down. With the coronavirus, Carnival stock, we could see it drop towards the $40 mark, and there's no doubt about it. But considering how well this company is doing and how much it's going to be affected by it as well, over the long term, I don't think it'll be that big of a thing. The coronavirus itself isn't, the most lethal virus we've ever seen as well. And it's one of those things, depending on how much the media wants to push it as well, that's probably how long it will probably, go on hurting Carnival Corporation stock. So it's another short-term thing. And like I say, Carnival over the last 2 years, especially because I think that's really how long I've had my position now, it's just been hurt by so many short-term things. So yeah, obviously the coronavirus does have potential to push it down, but when we look at the company as a whole, it shouldn't be down at the valuation it is at right now. When we look forward to the rest of the year, we can see that Carnival is going to have a fantastic year. The EPS side of it is going to go back to about a 10% growth, which is fantastic. We also have revenue growth of 6%, which is fantastic. When we have a lot of companies that are kind of paying this dividend yield out, we normally expect them to not have that much growth, but when we look at Carnival, we are still getting some fantastic growth with it going forward, and also that should also make the dividend very safe as well. Also, because of the stock price and how low the P is, and with this growth, I also see this stock being massively undervalued at these prices. I think the stock should be trading at about a 30% higher rate than what it is right now, at least 30%, okay? So I see that as well as collecting a nice dividend yield, I'm investing in a fantastic company with growth that will also have that stock price go up as well, because I think Carnival, in my opinion, should be trading a lot more closer to a $60 stock from my point of view. And as well as that, what I always like about this stock is I think it has got one of the best managements out there. They have done really well over the last few years, increasing the infrastructure in Carnival by improving the amount of ships they have, and also the ships themselves. Like, some of them were getting a little bit dated, and they've been updating the interior in some of them as well. Obviously, the balance sheet is also going to be affected by that, because it's not easy easy managing so many ships that are so expensive. You know, it's not many companies have the ability to go and buy or make ships just like that, unless you're called Apple. You know, it is going to take a toll on the balance sheet, but they are great assets as well. So I'm not too fussed about the balance sheet really with this one. Management itself, like I say, I think they seem to do everything right as they can. So I have really good belief in the management, and as well as that, they do like it. Well, the CEO has gone and bought shares back in June as well, so that shows how much he really likes the company as well. So overall, I think I've got myself a little bit of a bargain here. I have left myself a little bit more room to go buy some more shares because, like I say, with the coronavirus, I could see this stock probably going down like another 10%. So I have left a bit of room to go buy some more shares as well. You know me, I don't like to go and buy a huge position at one. I like to spread it out just like this. So yeah, I'm quite happy with what I've done here with Carnival Corporation stock. So I thought I'd update you that I would go buy the stock, and I have done, because I like to show like what I'm buying and what I'm selling on this channel really. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful to you, and if you could give the video a like, that's all I ask for. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.